What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm Armchair. This is Dubs. Dubs has had a no good, very bad day. He's not having a. He's not having a
It
good
could be
morning.
worse, but I'm not having a great time now.
Listen, we're
I
gonna
got a bit of
talk
a mood
about.
about me.
We're gonna talk about why it's gonna be better. We're gonna talk a little bit of Drake May today.
That makes me happy.
And Michael's
Every
bringing
time
in.
go on YouTube, I have the Drake May best passes of the first half of the season suggested in my thing, and it's just Green Goblin Mask. It's like I know I was gonna watch that, but man, Drake May is just calling me over there.
He does a real good job of throwing dots. His deep ball is something
Did
to
you see
really enjoy.
his response about they asked him about his wife doing like the
Yeah,
Bakesmith shit?
yeah,
He was talking about her like she was a free agent wide receiver acquisition.
yeah.
It was it was
I
like, yeah,
love
it's
that.
just good having her here. She's really found her groove.
She's really found her group. She's been really great. Like living with her,
Yeah.
like she's been great. Like a good teammate. It's a good
Yeah, it
teammate.
was. He just can't turn it off. He's just such a good teammate all the time.
He's ready. He's your hype guy. He's here to support. That's called leadership, Dubs. That's leadership.
Yeah.
Drake May, leader. I mean, I'm happy. We'll talk Drake May. We're unfortunately
Talk
gonna
about
have
my
to.
leadership. My
We're
cat thinks
gonna.
I'm the leader in the house.
Well, we're gonna talk about that. We'll get there, but we also have to talk a little bit about the Mets because that's LOL. I know that you're upset at the Red Sox, and you get your chance. I'll give you your time. But LOL at the Mets. And then we got to talk. It's a pretty big week in football coming up. Pretty big week in football.
Fantasy playoffs.
Fantasy playoffs have started. Some leagues I'm in, some leagues I'm out. Welcome to 2025 fantasy football.
I went 5 out of 8. I got 5 teams in, 3 teams out.
Let's get right into it with Doc, who is.
He's off
You're
camera over
he's
there,
off camera,
staring me up and down.
You
So
know
I,
why?
I I fall asleep last night, like I don't know, 11:30 midnight, somewhere around there. I wake up at 2 to him losing his fucking shit. I'm like, what is your deal? He's fucking meowing up a storm, which like he talks a lot, but normally overnight, like not a peep. Uh, I have a knee wall in my room off to my side here that is just like storage, but it's a lot of Christmas decorations, which are out and about right now.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty empty open space, and he can get through. There's a closet out in the hallway with no door on it, and he can get through my knee wall into my room. It's pretty sweet when his feeder goes off. I don't have to like let him out of my room. He just makes his own way out.
We like that.
The problem is that the noise he was making was because he had caught a mouse, which is his job in the house. Like, hell yeah, good on you.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
stuff. It wasn't quite dead yet when I first saw him, so I was like, why don't you go wrap that up downstairs? I like kicked him out of my room. I lay back down, and picking up on context clues here, that knee wall is important. He got back in here with the mouse after it had died finally and left it in my bed. So I wake up just a little bit while later and I have a dead mouse on my fucking sheets, dude. Like they're still there. I'm not. I have to get them off my bed. I'm burning them tonight. Like I'm getting new sheets. We have to at least clean them, like deep fucking scrub, because that's too much for me. I'm
That's
not
way
trying to
too
have
much.
dead animals on my sheets. Thank God there was no like blood and guts, which we've gotten better. First mouse he killed, he ate whole except for like a part of the head, and I was like, we can't be doing that anymore. And we've like slowly gotten less gory and gruesome for each murder, but now they're being brought to my bed, and we can't have that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I don't want him to stop killing mice, but we're towing a thin line of praise and horror.
like I appreciate the good work, but we gotta draw the line
Maybe
at
leave it at the
bear.
foot of my bed. I'll drop off like a mouse box. Like maybe we just like leave a cardboard box at the foot of the bed. You can leave anything there, and I can just change out the cardboard box, toss that thing away.
That's
I appreciate the mouse kills because I don't want them in my room, but
yeah. We don't have that problem here. There's no mycesis on my seventh floor, so
that's good.
we're way
It's
up.
cold now, so they're finding every little fucking nook and
We
cranny.
used to have the problem. That's what happens. Welcome to the living in the north.
My last cat would fucking obliterate mice. He was a maniac. There was one night he caught 3 in one night, and he lined them up like the fucking Long Island serial killer. Just a row of dead mice. Not in my bed,
Uh
might I add. Good sir.
yeah, that's you know what that's called? It's called respect. It's
Yeah.
respect for the game is what that is. He's out here he's doing it for the love of the game. Not
Welch,
everybody's.
I don't know what that means.
Welch, you're gonna have to give some context to him because he sent the GIF. He sent the GIF earlier. He goes, I don't know if it's an insult or not. You're just gonna have to tell me what it is.
I have no idea what that
And it is
means.
what it is. The biggest news of the day was not mouse related, but it was Mets related. With can I say I told us so? Can I have just a moment? Just a moment, dear Mets fans. I fucking told you. I told you Pete
There was
Alonso
no
wasn't coming
shot he was
back.
coming back.
You had the chance to re-sign him, and you kept downvoting that short. You kept being like, "No, he's coming back. I'm gonna give it a dislike." And I, I implore you to go revisit your dislike and give me a like now because I was correct. I'm sorry for your loss. Pete Alonso signs with the Baltimore Orioles. Why? Because the Red Sox are cheap. I'm going to give you the floor here because this is kind of like a two-pronged thing. The Lowell Mets, like the Mets lost Edwin Diaz.
To the
Closer,
Dodgers, which
gone
hurts even
to the
more.
Dodgers. The Doyers pick up a good closer. Mets have
With
got
deferred money, their specialty.
their specialty, yes.
I still think you should have a limit on deferred contracts, but I'm sure we'll get to that in the lockout.
And they it looked for all intents and purposes, Pete Alonso was a Red Sox. He was going to be mashing them over the Green Monster. He was going to probably not the Green Monster, but you know what I mean. He's going to be. He probably had a few there. Probably had a few. He's going to hit 45
Hitter-friendly
home
ballpark.
runs. He's going to enjoy it. He's going to enjoy playing in the AL East, and he
Still
still
will.
is, and he
Yeah.
still will. But he's going to be doing it for Baltimore, who desperately need like. I know that this sucks for the Sox, but this was a
It's
desperately
just
needed
fucking
retool.
frustrating.
This was a desperately needed retool for Baltimore. Like Baltimore needs this bad.
Yeah, they got hurt without Santander. I still don't know what they're really going to do for pitching, but
Oh, they don't have any pitchers. There's no pitching.
yeah. I mean, I still feel like they're going to end. They're going to be better than last year. They have to be. They started getting going towards the end of the year too, but pitching is still a massive question mark for them. But they were able to lure Pete Alonso away from the Red Sox, the interest kings. Like we are in on everybody, but we never put forward a good offer.
Welcome to the
It
Toronto
was
Blue Jays the last 5 years, my friend.
quote significantly less value and years. Yeah, but you guys were in value wise. You're like, here's a blank check. It
Yes.
just
Yeah,
you
that's
never
fair.
ended up getting the job done.
That's
The
fair.
Red Sox very clearly have a limit at what they're going to spend. They still think $25 million a year is going to like net you a top of the end slugger, and it's simply not. Like it's not a Kansas City Royals hat. It's not an A's hat. Like I'm so sick of us acting like we're some small to middle market team when you're the Boston fucking Red Sox. You own 3 sports franchises because you had enough money off the back of the Boston Red Sox to buy said franchises. We should be acting like the Dodgers and the Yankees, not the fucking Marlins and the Pirates offering bum ass offers to these people. Like losing out on Pete Alonso to the Orioles, it's like if we got like Stephen A. Smith when his contract is up, and the ESPN was just like, "Yeah, I know they couldn't pay it. They outbid us." It's like, what? How? You're ESPN. It's like having Lambo money and you're still breaking down in the '98 Ford Fusion you refuse to upgrade. It's like losing out on a babysitting gig to fucking Casey Anthony. Like, how do you allow that to happen? You have to have a better surplus of money, credential, whatever it might be.
I need to remind you. So the number one spending team in all of baseball was the Dodgers, obviously.
And they continue to spend. They don't stop.
But
They don't
like
go, oh, you know what? We have to get to this number.
so the Yankees are up there, obviously, also noted spenders. Toronto is up there. Toronto's a top 5 spender in the league. Like they have a top 5 payroll. They will absolutely, and we've seen they've had uh, the ability and the desire to spend recently. They looked at it. Right now, you tell me how the Red Sox aren't the third best to fourth best team in this division, current state. They didn't get any better yet.
No,
Toronto
we
has already
haven't. In
Toronto's
fact, we've
already made a
gotten
move.
worse.
Toronto's already made at least one move. Potentially, if they get Bichette back, I think that their offseason could be considered a success frankly.
Until Bregman is signed, who now has you completely handicapped, by the way.
Yeah, welcome
Like,
to no leverage. You have zero
yeah,
leverage.
zero leverage. Scott Boras just got Alonso paid by a team that was actually willing to pay him and now leverage that into getting Bregman paid. Because now we have nothing to stand on. If you're going to be trading for somebody now, you have nothing to stand on. Which, like, I want Ketel Marte, but I don't understand giving up all of the picks when, or not picks, excuse me, prospects
Yeah.
like Tolley or Early or whatever that might cost to land Ketel Marte here. I don't get doing that instead of just spending the money that you fucking have to fill in that middle of the order bat that you told us you were going to do. Remember with the deadline, they're like, we're going to be buying. We're buying now. This doesn't mean we're selling. And they didn't really buy.
They did
And
nothing.
they're like, oh, we have all this money from the Rafael Devers trade that now freed up to go and sign these top end premier free agents, and we're still not doing that. You missed on Schwarber, which I don't think they were ever really in on. I don't think he was ever going to leave Philly unless it was a crazy offer. And you just lost Alonso to a team that you 1000% could have outbid.
I got to be honest with you. Toronto managed to convince Scott Boras with their facilities and their ability to cash checks that they are a market. And you're talking about going to get Paredes or Ketel Marte, sorry. Good luck.
Paredes too. If that ends up being the thing, he's dead on arrival because everybody's already pissed. He's going to be under a microscope.
Ketel Marte is already on the Blue Jays list of backups if they don't get Bichette. It needs to be clear that I know Boston had a.
Oh, is there another team involved? Because we won't outbid you.
Yeah, well, you're not going to outbid the Jays. The Jays they're done playing that game. I think
we won't outbid the fucking Pirates or the Marlins.
The Blue Jays lost in the World Series after going after big free agents for 3 years in a row and not getting a one of them. Not a single one. And they were.
You know who costs less than Pete Alonso?
They said
Rafael fucking Devers, who you already had on your team and got rid of for scraps. You want the Rafael Devers discourse to stop? Go fucking spend. Tibbs is gone for Dustin May, who was here for 2 months before. I mean, he shit the bed immediately when he got here, but it took 2 months for them to finally pull the plug on him. Didn't even make it to the playoff roster. Jordan Hicks, who is the baseball equivalent of leaving the heat on and the door open. And fucking Kyle Harrison, who at his peak will never come close to the value that you had in Rafael Devers. If his best case scenario happens, he's still not as valuable. You had the guy on a deal for the rest of his career. You know what? He wouldn't have needed a middle of the order bat if you could have worked things out with Rafael Devers last season. You want it to stop, figure it the fuck out. Spend. Go get Bregman back.
Of when Jerry Jones traded Micah
Better
Parsons,
get Bregman back.
And then said we really need a pass rusher.
Yeah.
As if he didn't have an elite pass rusher on the roster.
Thank God that guy's gone. Now, what do you say we got ourselves a third baseman? You're like, what?
Now, what we really need is a third baseman.
Middle of the order bat. And Craig needs to stop telling me what he's going to do and then do the complete opposite. We're going to get a number 2 starter. We got Sonny Gray. It's the best we can do. Isn't that sort of like Lucas Giolito, who you let walk? Yup. In every single way. Every sense of the word. How about we're gonna focus our attention to a bat? Oh, actually, no, we're focusing back towards Freddie Peralta. Fucking make up your minds. The fact that you have all of this excess, prospects,
but you're not
couple outfielders that you're shopping, they have so much stuff to give away to people to bring in the shit that you actually need to compete for a World Series, and they just
it's not gonna happen. I don't feel good. I don't feel good for you.
If they don't bring Bregman back, I'm way out. Because then you lost Devers for nothing. For absolutely fucking
nothing. Literally nothing. The other big news, obviously, was Schwarber. Which, are you shocked at that?
No, not at all.
Who does Sonny Gray scare as a number 2? No one. Sonny Gray doesn't scare anybody.
Nope.
Not a singular person. Not a singular person.
Solid 3. We got a bunch of 3s. It's Packers receivers.
I really, I feel for you because I think that you kind of got a bit of a raw deal here.
Just fucking frustrating that we do this every year, and I hype myself up and I go, maybe they are finally going to spend. The kids came up, the rookies looked great. You made a wild card
out of nowhere.
maybe we'll build on that and really
That
put some
wild
talent
card,
on the team.
that
But no,
wild
we
card
just
was
keep taking
free.
talent away.
That was house money. That was a house money
Yup.
season, and you had the opportunity to build on it. And if you're the
And
Red Sox, you're
everybody and
looking
their
at it, you
mom
go, "What are
knew
we doing?"
exactly what the fucking like deficiencies were on this team. You needed a middle of the order bat and you needed a number 2 pitcher. And so
You
far we've
traded.
like half checked one box. And yeah, you traded him in fucking June.
We need a middle of the order bat. Better trade the middle of the order bat we have. I mean, the mystery box could be anything. Could be a middle of the order bat.
Literally. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Well,
Every year we do it, and then they're gonna fucking pull me back in. They're gonna do some sort of like. I hate the fans that are like, "This is it. We're completely fucked now." It's like, no, the off season just got started. But is it incredibly frustrating? Absolutely.
Oh no, it's
But
it's
we'll
over
do.
for one team.
There are moves coming.
Yes, it's over for
What'd
one
you say?
team. It's over for one team. It's over for the Mets.
Oh yeah, they're done.
The Mets are not. There is no way for the Mets to
I mean, the
repair
fact
this
that
offseason.
the Alonso cleared his shit out in a day gave you every bit of information you needed to know.
He
That
was
place was
never
a
coming
dumpster
back.
fire. Nope. Diaz wasn't coming back.
None of them were. There was no way. That I saw is a rap sheet that's or one of the rap sheet or Schefter. Well, I think it's rap sheet saying don't judge the offseason until it's over. And I responded, it's over. Like you can call it. Who are you getting to replace those two guys that's going to make you feel warm and fuzzy? Who's going to make you feel good about that if you're the Mets? The Mets are a dumpster right now. They are on fire.
Oh yeah.
Fully. Nothing you can get. There's no one you can get in the offseason right now that goes, oh, the Mets have fixed everything. Now they're great. I don't see it at all. There's still lots of pieces in play. We've got the winter meetings are done now. They wrap
I think
this weekend.
tomorrow.
Yeah, so they wrap soon. But we've had very little big news out of there, save the Schwarber deal and the polar bear. But I'd like to see some more things. We still got some big names in there. I'm really interested to see what happens with Bichette. He met with the Red Sox, which apparently means he's
using us as leverage. That's what that means.
I think it's he's doing his due diligence and he's meeting. I bet he met with a lot of teams.
He goes, "Hey, they gave me this. Can you fucking believe that? They're the Boston Red Sox."
Kyle Tucker is probably a Toronto Blue Jay. Just saying.
Yeah.
He liked Dunedin.
It's a lot of money.
Not my money. Don't give a shit.
I know.
I don't got to pay for it. I pay for it every week.
Cease,
every
Guerrero.
month with this stupid thing I pay for.
I mean, you get Tucker, Bichette's gone.
Maybe.
Definitely. That's way too much money.
No, it's not. Do you know why it's not? Because they were going to throw $1 billion at Shohei Ohtani. It's not. They are the largest.
That's more than Shohei was getting for 4 people.
Right now, the group that owns the Blue Jays owns the equivalent of Verizon or like AT&T in the U.S. Rogers Communications owns the rights to the NHL. Like they have the pocketbook to do it, and frankly, they just made a boatload of cash on a very deep playoff run. They will spend whatever they got to spend if they think they can get back there and make it again. And I have a feeling that they could get at least, if they don't get Bichette, expect like Tucker and something else. If they get Bichette, I don't know what else they're going to do. But look, they're already DFAing guys. They're already moving guys off the 40-man to make things work. So we'll see what happens. It's enough baseball. I don't want to talk about hockey. Let's get into the football because that's really what matters right now. Where would you like?
Shout out Lando for the most boring F1 win of all time.
Let's do that real quick. Lando Norris wins your Formula One World Drivers' Championship by 2 points. Max,
congratulations,
won the race, and nothing else happened.
Nope. He's kind of a prick, and I was hoping for a more exciting finish.
I wanted Oscar to finish first or Max. I was fine with either of those outcomes. Frank, honest to God, I never thought I would see the day where Max Verstappen is not the villain because he plays it so well. But he wasn't. More people were rooting for Max at the end of the day than were for Lando, I think. And you can tell by some of the driver comments that there were quite a few that were like, uh, sorry,
Ah.
Max, not,
Oh,
hey,
Lando won.
congrats, Lando.
Happy for
It's,
him.
yeah, a lot of it is just like, great. All right.
The
Uh,
whole thing felt that way too. Even his first interview with the whoever the reporter was, I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "This is it? You're not more amped?" Like,
The DRS is gone. Say hello to mom. I forget what it
yeah.
stands for now, but it's DRS is over, so no more DRS. I forget what it stands for now. I'm going to look it up because I need to remember this. Manual override mode.
You're never gonna hear that though. Mom is way too funny of an
That's
acronym.
way too funny. And he's engaged mom. He did what?
DRS, yeah,
Okay.
DRS sounds like, oh yeah, that sounds like scientific. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
wonder what
real
that stands
mechanical
for.
term.
Right. You hear mom and you're just like, what?
Apparently, there's more control. It moves away from the often criticized easy overtakes from DRS, and there's tactical depth. It adds driver skill and battery management to overtaking. I still think it's going to be funny. I can't wait to hear Martin Brundle say, and he's engaging the mom. it's it's going to be great.
Is it
It's
still
going to
gonna
be
be a
great.
mom zone?
Mm-hmm. That's a mom zone. That's a mom zone. All right, let's talk football.
Yankee Candle.
Let's talk the real deal here. Where do you want to start? We want to do a little quick anything we want to talk about from the Monday nighter, which was awful,
Oh,
awful.
I've, one of the worst plays in the history of football occurred with the
Mm-hmm.
interception going into the fumble. It was
Minus
so bad
4
it
fantasy
broke the
points.
Monsters Inc. fucking the
Yeah, the
what do you even
stream.
call it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the alt stream.
yeah, alternate cast. That was what I was looking
Can
for.
we can we get rid
Uh,
of those, by the way?
they're so goddamn dumb, and they're so like half-assed. Like that one was what, literally two characters. It was
Yes.
just Mike and Sully. Like,
And I love Monsters Inc. Love
oh, of
Monsters Inc. But
course,
I
classic.
don't think it's necessary.
No.
I thought that was I didn't understand. Mrs.
The
Armchair
fact
said,
that we need to do
"Why?
one
Why are they doing
every year
this?
is like, who's watching this? Also, 8 o'clock on a Monday, like
Kids are in bed,
the
guys.
right, the demographic that's meant for is in bed, not
I'm fine.
watching the game.
You know what we need? We need the Nickelodeon slime games, and that's it. You can give me that. I get that. That's got good marketing. They got the fun hats,
I'll
the,
live
like
with it.
the
It's not
slime
for me,
hats.
so fine. It
I'm not
doesn't
gonna I'm not
affect me
gonna
at
watch
all.
it. No, but like a
Well,
Sunday
no
afternoon
shit.
game. You know what? You make them the European games.
Here you go.
There we go. Problem solved. You get you get your Nickelodeon slime game, but it's Jacksonville, Cleveland at like 9
At
a.m.
9:30 a.m.
in London. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Coming out hungover, all disheveled, and you're like, "What's on?" Perfect. That's 3 hours I can go back to bed for. Sit down, watch this. That's the Jags. They've been awful forever.
Uh, I that
They play in
how do
London half
you
the time. I don't know why.
how do you throw an interception and then also fumble on the same play?
Like abysmal. It's got to be incredibly embarrassing. If it, I'm sure it felt as embarrassing as it looked.
It got so much attention. Matthew Berry is talking about it as the worst fantasy play in the most critical spot. A
It
lot
was
of
the first
people,
thing that came to my mind. I was like, "That's a pick and a fumble. It's devastating for fantasy owners."
fantasy owners who played Jalen Hurts in the hopes to clinch their playoffs, uh, were sorely disappointed. I think he ended the night with a point, like a singular point in PPR
It
leagues.
was horrific. It wasn't
Awful.
like the second Burrow pick in Buffalo where it was like batted down. Like
Yep.
none of that happened for Jalen Hurts. It was just horrible throw after horrible read after horrible throw. The last one that sealed the game in overtime, he
Oh, it was
had
worse.
Dallas Goedert on the check down in front of him,
Yeah,
in front of the guy he threw it to in double coverage. Like obviously the corner made a hell of a play on it. He laid out, knocked it up, and
totally.
it's a great play. But the fact that you didn't just check it down to the wide open guy when you have three downs from their, what, 15, 20? They were
Yeah.
in the red zone. Brutal reads constantly, and they like you see this all the time from Jalen Hurts, and we keep to like everyone wants to blame the OC, who's been bad for sure. But you finally got a good game out of Saquon. He looked good.
Finally,
He
he
looked
looked great.
explosive. He's hitting holes. He had big plays. Like he
He
was
had
consistent. It
120
wasn't
something yards, right? Yeah,
right, and
122
it wasn't
yards.
just one big splash play. Like he was consistent. AJ Brown was good again, and if he didn't have two drops that were like sure things, would have been a massive game from
All
AJ
right.
Brown.
So one of the drops, I think it was a touchdown that was dropped. It was
The
just well.
touchdown
It's just
drop
well.
was in
That's
like
well defended though. Like his
yes.
arm came. Like anybody that's like AJ Brown dropped that sure touchdown.
The
That's like
first one was
hold
the
on,
first play of the game for the Eagles,
which
and
is that's fair. That's a fair criticism. I just want to make sure that we're like I'm not saying that he didn't have drops, but like one of those plays was like really well defended. And you got to give the props to the defender, right?
the
Like it was
Chargers
like
defense has been awesome this season. I
Chargers
don't think they
defense
get
stood
nearly
up.
enough
No,
love.
they don't. They don't. Yeah, they were good.
They forced a bunch of turnovers. They had pressure.
6 yards on average for Saquon, over 20 carries. He was good. Jalen Hurts did not run the ball all that much. 4 attempts, 8 yards. AJ Brown had 6 for 100. Goddard had 8 for 78. No one had any touchdowns. Not a single passing touchdown. Just Saquon. The rest was on Jake
I
Elliott.
mean, Justin Herbert won this game with one hand. He couldn't throw the ball at all, like at all.
No.
Anytime they needed a third down conversion, he was running for it. The fact that Eagles
100,
kept falling for it by the end of the game was insane. I was like, he's not
139
throwing the
yards.
ball.
And I got it. Like the number one receiver was Keenan Allen with 3 catches and 22 yards. Number one receiver by yardage was Kamani Vidal, who had that 60-yard.
I don't think anybody even had
Right.
more than like 3 or 4 targets,
No,
let alone catches. They
no. The most Lad had 5 targets,
gotcha.
and Gadsden had 4. That's it.
Yeah, Justin Herbert just gets annihilated every single game. The fact that he was even going to go out there after having surgery on Monday is crazy enough, but to do it behind that offensive line is
139 yards
Evil
passing,
Knievel type.
and he won. Dicker, the kicker, really came through for them.
Guy's automatic.
Marion Hampton back, or should I say Omarion? Apparently, I don't know if that's correct. Everybody on the broadcast kept saying Omarion, and I'm assuming they have a cheat sheet name thing, so we'll go with that. Kamani Vidal ran. Herbert ran a lot, 66 yards for Herbert, 10 carries.
That's what I'm saying. Like every third down, he ended up just tucking it and running, and the Eagles were still just letting it happen. It's like he's not throwing it; just fucking pressure him. But I mean, it's the turnovers. They only lost by 3. It went to overtime. If you can even turn 2 of those possessions into field goals, you win the game. That's all on Jalen Hurts.
Has to be on Jalen Hurts. Great win for the Chargers, and it's a great win for everybody who's rooting against Kansas City.
Yeah,
it's a big win for them.
Huge.
We have all sorts of crazy scenarios in play right now. Most insane is who's on the outside looking in right now with the wild card.
The 6-7 Dolphins and the 6-7 Chiefs. I saw them put into the Tiger and John Daly meme, and it's just perfect.
Yes, our eliminated teams so far in the AFC are the Jets, Browns, Raiders, and Titans. In the NFC, it is the Giants, Commanders, Saints, Cardinals, Falcons. The Vikings probably soon to join. Where would you like to go first? I know that Jim wants us to talk about. We're not going to preview every game here, but like there's a couple of big ones coming up, including the Thursday nighter, which we will be live pre-Thursday. At least I will be. I hope that you're here too. I
should be.
Just throw it right at your face right here. We'll do it.
I
live.
should be.
Fuck it.
I was planning it.
We got some big ones. I know you're worried about Tank Bowl, Jim, with the Commanders and the Giants, but Ravens, Bengals, pretty big game.
Would have been bigger.
Would have been bigger. Could have been bigger.
Could have been bigger from 2 ways.
Don't play defense, hey? They don't play any defense.
They did for the first half of the game.
And then
they
forgot.
played pretty fucking good defense for the first half of the game.
And then they forgot. They
Yeah, they
stopped.
forgot at the biggest and most important times. The 40-yard carry from Josh Allen for the touchdown when they were like, I think they were still up 10 at that point,
Yep.
was absolutely brutal. And then the 3rd and 15 to seal the deal, like how
Insane.
you let that happen is beyond me. How do you not have a spy something in place for
Playing
that? It's
Josh
Josh
Allen,
Allen. Of
you
course,
have
he's
to
going
have
to
a spy.
scramble.
You can't
Yeah,
not have a
in the
spy.
snow. In the
Just
snow.
if the receiver beats you in the snow, you just
You
tip
you
your
live
cap.
with it.
You tip
Yep,
your cap.
you
You go,
live
hey,
with
you
it.
beat me, no problem.
Just like T. Higgins did with the one-handed catch. Like, and the honestly,
Rip
everyone
T
is
Higgins
hyping up
head, by the
the
way.
yeah. I want to talk about that. The one-handed catch from T. Higgins. Everyone was gassing up. It was fucking incredible. I honestly thought the first touchdown was even more impressive. He went like up and over the top to the
Yeah,
back of the end zone and
yeah, it
somehow
was.
held his right foot down long enough to get the left in. Like that was both of them were disgusting catches. And the fact he did it, most certainly 1000% without a doubt, having a concussion is beyond me. The the hit he
Independent.
took on attempted one-handed grab, he smashed his helmet, sat up like, oh yeah, that one
He
rung
no,
my bell.
he when he sat up, I looked at him and I was like, I
No one
think
home.
he's concussed. He sat
Yep.
up like he's like, this does not feel good. I remember feeling this 2 weeks ago. I don't like it. And then they put him
CeeDee
back in.
Lamb just went into fencing position last week
Yeah,
against the Lions
yeah,
for a like way softer hit the
yeah.
helmet, and he
This one
wasn't in
was
concussion protocol before the game.
that turf in the snow is hard. It's cold. It's hard. It's painful. Um, and I can only imagine how he was feeling. He was probably seeing stars, but somehow,
Shout out the independent concussion guy.
yeah, really doing your job there, hey?
You're killing it, brother. And then he took a second. They're like, yeah, all set, go back in the game. Then he took a second one in, I think it was the third quarter, where he hit his head over the middle of the field. Still allowed to stay in the game. And then on Monday, they're like, T. Higgins is actually in concussion protocol. They're like, said it as they're turning away from the mic. And they're like, well, hold on, what was that? Like, I feel
No
like
big
that
deal.
should be a bigger deal than it is, no? I feel like I'm the only person I've heard talk about it. Aside from the one tweet I saw where the guy was like, I'm glad the Bengals took 15 years off T. Higgins' life for a chance to go 5-8.
Unbelievable. Uh, little breaking news there. Mike Yastrzemski agrees to a Braves deal, 2 years plus an
Damn it.
option, 23 million. Nice, good for the Braves. They should be fine.
I saw somebody say they wanted the Pirates to sign Yastrzemski so that they could have a Yastrzemski and Yostinson Garcia platoons, and they were going to call it two-factor authentication.
That's amazing. Bengals, they looked good offensively until they didn't.
Until Joe Burrow shot himself in the head and it fucking collateraled me from a state away. They're
Yeah,
going to study that ricochet to fabricate shootings in the CIA for
don't
years to
understand how
come.
that happened. We need to talk about
The pick
Baltimore
six, dude.
as well.
Oh,
I can't
so
talk about
bad.
it. Look, they are bad. We knew the Bengals were bad, but they started to get a little spicy. So then they got better.
They
They're
should have
still
won that
interesting.
game. And as a
They had
guy
the
who
game
had
to win.
Bengals money line, I was losing my fucking fool mind when Burrow threw the first pick. And then the second one, I was like, are you kidding me? And then they gave me hope again going to,
They drove the field. Yeah.
they drove the field. They were getting stops, not stops, but holding the Bills. And then the 3rd and 15 came, and I
They just
couldn't
let
believe
Josh
it.
Allen go. They were like, we don't need to cover that
He
guy.
went full
He doesn't
Superman.
run. He doesn't run. Wait a minute.
12th straight home win for Josh Allen in December and January, by the way.
Yeah.
Down the
Um,
stretch at home, unbeatable.
Baltimore, also in trouble.
Yeah.
Big time trouble. First of all, you let Aaron Rodgers score a rushing touchdown.
In the year of our Lord 2025,
A rushing
that should
touchdown.
automatically disqualify you from playoff contention. Like you're no
What
longer
are we
in the
talking
hunt.
about?
Their graphic is now 4 wide, and it's playoffs, wild card in the hunt, and then allowed a touchdown to Aaron Rodgers in 2025, and it's the Ravens.
Uh,
Insane.
Lamar looks a little bit better. A
You
little
got
bit.
discount double checked in December
You got
2025.
got discount double checked. It's not even a relevant reference anymore. Like, like there are children who are like, what is that? And we have to go, oh, it's the discount double check. And they'd be like, "Is that from the 1900s or the
No,
2000s?"
it's like a belt.
It's like when you win the championship belt, and they're like, "I don't know what that means." It was brutal. Derrick Henry looked better, and Lamar looked.
Still look great.
Henry looked
The
good.
Ravens' offense is
Lamar
anemic.
looked.
They're
Lamar
also
looked
they get
weird.
stonewalled in the red zone constantly. 2 for 6 in the red zone today.
Zay had
Sunday.
8 for 124, and nobody else showed up. Also, can I ask what happened to Mark Andrews? You signed him.
I know. That was
You
a
signed him
miss.
for a huge extension, huge dollars. And all you had to do is just be like, "Hey, I know that we just signed you. Let's get you involved in this offense." And what did they do instead? One. That's one catch for 9 yards.
The amount that I just see Lamar look around, like I need to watch all 22 on the Ravens
He
because
was
there's no one
targeted 5 times.
open.
I don't know if
It
it's no
just
one open. I think that he doesn't know what to do with it. I think he is in, you know what he is? He's in between. Lamar is in between. He wants to
hasn't looked
throw.
like himself in so long.
He wants to be a pocket passer because he knows that that's the way to success in the league. But he also knows that his legs are a weapon. And every time he goes to run, some jabroni comes out and says, "You need to stick in there and make sure you make a down the field play." But he's most lethal when he uses his legs. And I think he's in between right now, using his legs
Right,
and
he's hurt.
passing. So he's like I could run for this 5 yards and get hit, or I could throw it to no one, which is what he's been doing. And by the time he makes a decision, it's like Sack City, which is how they
He
ended this
did
game.
he did run a short one in today or on Sunday, Jesus. And
Yep,
I do my notes on Sunday, so I keep seeing
that's
today
fine.
and
Yeah,
I've Ron Burgundy, like I just read what's on the prompter. Um and they had a big third down conversion where Lamar had to get out of the pocket and make a play. But those are the only two plays I can remember in the last few weeks of him even using his legs.
Zay Flowers looked good. Everybody else, man. Except
Bateman is
Derek
brutal.
Derek Henry. Derek Henry was good, but you know,
That drop was fucking horrific. But yeah, the Ravens and the Broncos are the two teams that I'm like, you guys should be good and you just suck in the red zone constantly. I mean, obviously the Broncos are having much more success as a
yep,
whole, but I still see them in the
totally.
red zone and go, what is going on here?
Uh, Other big games. So we have Packers Broncos this week, obviously a big one. Lions and Rams this week is a big one. Vikings and Cowboys is a big one. And of course, the one that we are most interested in, Buffalo and New York, or Buffalo and New England. Sorry.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I know. I looked at any like a big jabroni, and I did the Ron Burgundy thing. The Patriots are at home. We get the Buffaloes in our house. It's supposed to snow.
Vegas is disrespecting us also.
I mean, that's to be expected. It's a 1.5 point dog at home dog. It's not. I mean, it's super. The money line
We're
looks to
gonna beat
be
them.
even. I think we're gonna beat them. Yeah, it kind of feels that way, Jim. Kind of feels that way. What are you thinking about this? Also, the Shador has a 300-yard passing game before Drake May.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
LOL.
that stings a little bit.
Well, but you want to remind me again how many wins Shador Sanders
Yeah,
has
correct. That
as a
is the
starting
argument.
quarterback?
It really doesn't matter. Drake May has been incredibly consistent, but
How
it,
many
it
how many
it's
years?
just a fact that is out in the ether that you're like, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't feel right. Does not sit with me.
How many
Makes my
years did
hair
Tom
stand up.
Brady play quarterback for this team that he didn't throw like incredible fan? Like I remember watching some games where
Like
Brady had
180
like
yards.
exactly. He was like
It's like
180
18
yards.
for 21,
I think it was even worse than that. I think it was like
180
12 for
yards.
18 and like 150 yards and a touchdown, and everything else is on the ground. And you're like, what happened? Where'd it go? Nope. No, we don't. I
And
don't
the defense allowed like
give
6.
give me give me the Patriots winning games over any statistical number. I don't care. No stat matters to me more than wins.
Will
as a
Campbell
Pats
was
fan.
supposedly braceless at the facility.
I like that. I like that a lot. I think
Love
you
hearing
keep him
that.
out. I think you keep him out this game. I don't want him. I don't want him to rush back.
No, I don't either.
I like they need him for a real deal run here. We're in the shit. Like we're fully in it.
In
Everyone
the
is harder.
foxhole. We're in the fucking
Every
trenches.
every game matters more now than it did. I mean,
Dude, look at all the
shit.
division games we had this week that mattered crazy. We were just touching on Ravens Steelers, like the Jags Colts, which we need to talk Colts too.
We will talk Colts. Absolutely.
R.I.P. Daniel Jones.
Indiana Jones done.
But yeah,
R.I.P.
they've got
Philip Rivers, who's got to play the Seattle
dude.
Seahawks this week. There's a ton. There's this week's slate is it's big. So we start Thursday with Falcons. Someone's got to win the South. Who's it going to be? I don't know. The
Pats already won the South.
The Pats did win the South. That's true.
That's our division.
We own it now.
It's like risk. Like that's ours. We took it.
Bengals Ravens for sure. Bills Patriots for sure. Chargers Chiefs 100%. Colts need a win.
Not as much as it did mean.
No, Colts did desperately need a win over the Seahawks, or else their season is looking worse and worse. Packers Broncos has a huge amount of. It's about the implication. It's about the implication. The Lions and Rams is big. Vikings and Cowboys is big. Steelers and Dolphins is not
hurt
big.
These women.
It's about the implication, man. That's all. And then Patriots got flexed into Sunday night.
The people can't
16.
get enough Drake May in prime time.
They want to see Drake May one more time. Give me more Drake May. Give me some baked.
They're like, damn, you want to see me beat Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson? Ugh, I guess I will.
Give me some Bakemas and some Drake May. We're in. The Queen of the North, the King of the North. We're gonna take them all. King of the South apparently too. So let's go. Where do you want? I think the Patriots win this game. Jim wants to know it's a trap, but it's not a trap game. Every game is big for them, and they are up for every game. If you watched how they played the Giants, who are a nothing burger team for them, like they came out here and they said, we're gonna destroy you. We're here to kill you. We're gonna murder your players. Yeah. Jackson Dart better go out of bounds, and then he didn't, and then he almost got killed.
I mean, we can get into Sunday games on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll get deeper into Sunday games. The big NFL news this week was obviously the Colts bringing back potential Hall of Fame former quarterback. No, we're not talking about Peyton Manning. Philip Rivers, back from the land of. He said, "I am tired of these kids. Get me out of this house."
44 years old, grandfather, older than the head coach and the OC of the Colts.
He saw Aaron Rodgers run in a touchdown last week, and
he was like, I can fucking do that.
I can
get back out there. Yeah, that thing was wide open. That was easy.
I can throw this ball over a
Yeah.
mountain.
It's an insane move by the Colts. Like, it's a movie.
If this works, it's brilliant. If it doesn't,
it's not going to. Like, your season was already
it was
tanking.
On life support. Yeah,
it was. The loss to the Jag. Like, you needed this game, and also Daniel Jones, the torn Achilles, robbed us of like what should have been a really good game. I think this game was going to be a back and forth, really good game. If it wasn't the case, and you still play the Jags one more time this season as the Colts and the Texans, so at least you have like some sort of
can't wait
control of your division, but
Philip
not
Rivers
looking great.
Introduced to Danielle Hunter.
Also, if you're Matt Ryan, like why'd they say fuck me for? I played for the Colts more recently than Philip Rivers did.
Matt Ryan, Tom Brady didn't get a call.
Any of the active quarterbacks that are between the ages of 23 and 38,
that was the part that surprised me is like there are a lot of serviceable backups who are not currently playing that probably could have got you a game or two to get you to the playoffs.
if you're DTR, you're like, man, should I just start looking for a job? Like I heard
Where's
Toyota-thon's going on right now. Should I start looking for
where
a car sales job? Because if
where's
they're
the
calling 45-year-old out of the league for 5 years, Philip Rivers before they call me, like, what's wrong with me?
no DTR, no Ben DiNucci,
None of that.
no Nathan Rourke, like none of these guys who have actually
I think they
played in the
called
league
the
recently.
they c- called the Bengals and were like, "You guys think you'd cut Flacco?" Like, no. Like, come on, please. No. Like,
It,
fuck, we have to call Rivers. Somebody call Rivers.
somebody call Philip.
Do you think
The
he called them?
No, no, I think that
That makes it funnier.
what the owner Jim Irsay's daughter, who's been like on the sidelines and has been like a story in herself, um, was like, "All right, give me names," and she probably knows him from when he was there. He probably was like, he got a call and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "I need you to come play quarterback." It's like a scene at a Landman.
Like, did you mean to call me?
It's like, oh, you want me to come coach the guys up?
He's
No,
got 10 screaming children in his house.
I don't need you
His house is
to.
a fucking war zone.
I don't need you to
It's
coach
like,
him. I need you to
absolutely, I'll
play.
be there tomorrow.
I need you to play. I don't need you to coach him. I need you to play.
Supposedly he was slinging it during the warm-ups, but we'll see what
That's
happens the
different.
second he gets hit. If he ends up sticking around, like the Seattle defense is a big enough test in itself. Like you're probably
Yes.
going to get your doors blown off. You then play Robert Sala's defense, who it's at least going to be well coached.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yep.
know what else I can say for them. They're very injured, but then you have the Jags and then the Texans. If you stick around till the Texans game, they're going to put you right back out of the league.
They're going to remind him really quick why he retired.
He gets hit by Will Anderson coming off the edge. He's going to be like, what the fuck was that? I don't remember that shit.
Mm-mm. Nope. He's going to remember why he got retired. The only upside I see to this, and I was kind of thinking about it, was at his age, does he have 6 games in him?
Who
Does
knows?
does he have like 6 to 8 games in him?
He
What's the
didn't
max?
look great when he retired.
So he's got 4 games left in the regular season. Let's say they're not going to get a bye, right? So that they'll have to play at least 1, 2, 3 playoff games. So we're talking 7 total
Gonna have
games.
to come to New England.
But I'm just saying, you got like it's a lot easier to do than 16 games. Like 16 game schedule, that's a lot. You're talking less than half.
Definitely.
So like there's some merit to like the like yeah, but he's only got to play a couple. It's not like he has to play a ton. He's got to play a couple. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't,
He's already has the third best odds for comeback player of the year, which I
which
think is
is
hilarious.
wild. He hasn't played a snap, and they're like, no, this guy's the
Keep
one.
an eye out.
He's the guy to watch. I mean, it was comedy for a couple of hours, and we'll see what happens. I
Did
don't
you see the
have any
security
faith.
guard get fucking taken out by Pittman in that game?
No,
Oh my God, I'll send it to you after the
yeah, send
show.
it to me
It's gonna
after.
take me a minute to find it, but Buddy got cleaned out at the knees, smashed his head on the turf, and he just looked like nobody home. Michael Pittman was freaking out. There was another security guard over there freaking out, and I like keep trying to find if he's okay, and I'm like, I haven't found it, so hopefully he is.
It's
But wild.
it's going to be a wild week for
Still the
quarterbacks.
second most obvious concussion of the week, if you ask me.
Wild week for quarterbacks because we are going to be short Geno. So Geno Smith is likely not to play. So we're going to get a
That's
Kenny.
fine,
We're going to get a Kenny
right?
Pickett
That
start.
feels fine.
That's
That
fine.
feels like nobody's gonna care about that.
We're probably.
You know what I
so
did
we're,
care about though? The fucking field goal in that game.
Yeah.
What was that
happened there?
about?
Let's talk about
What
that.
was that? What the fuck was that?
I
The Raiders cut it to 10 in garbage time. There was a
yes.
7.5 point spread. They got a stop, used all their timeouts. They get the ball back. They move down to like their own 45. Kenny Pickett completes a pass. I forget who the receiver was. It was like 20, 30 yards downfield. It's like around the 35 of the Broncos. Time's ticking down. I think it was 7 seconds left when he went down with the catch. They had
Yep.
no timeouts. He had to run up to the line. A Broncos player laid on the receiver on the ground, gets a penalty
Yeah,
for holding him up.
yeah.
Raiders get the ball at I think it was the 35 with like 4 seconds to go, and they line up in fucking field goal formation. For why? To cut it to 7? You're still
So
down a touchdown as time expires with no timeouts. There's no fucking point to run that play. The fact that it took a weird penalty that wasn't necessary to even get the play off and then hitting it with time expiring just to lose my bet. Like that's the shit. I'm not gonna, put the tinfoil hat on.
I don't think it's
But
tinfoil hat. I think it's bad coaching more than anything. I think that
100%. But you understand, like that's the shit that you're like, yeah, I get why people think it's rigged.
there's so like the mentality there is you need 2 scores. So your hope is you can either throw the Hail Mary and hope you get a touchdown, but that takes too much time. And your hope here is you get
But you're not.
but
All
if
of it
you
does.
but if you kick the kick and you manage to get it with a second left, you can at least try a kickoff and fumble kind of deal, or you know what I mean? Like you needed 2 scores and you were short on time. It looked so bad. Like the optics looked so bad.
So bad. The dude getting the penalty for laying on him as time is expiring up 10. Like, why even fucking do that? The game's over. They're not going to get up to the line, let alone tie the
Yeah,
game.
I didn't love that.
All of it. I was like, I was sick to my stomach. I was like, that's how my day's going today. Thank God I fucking broke even on the night game. But good
Yeah, it wasn't.
God. At that point of the day, I was like, Joe Burrow assassinated me. And then that shit, I couldn't believe my eyes.
Put you over. No Jaden Daniels this week.
Oh, I wonder why that is, because we had coaching malpractice yet again.
Why did he come back?
I don't know, Armchair. I was losing my mind. I was watching in the Discord with some friends, and I was like, how are they letting him play this game? He didn't look good, for one. Like, I don't think he was fully healthy to begin with.
He wasn't.
Two, he's been hurt so many times this year, and this is the same shit as the T. Higgins tweet I was talking about. Like, you're gonna risk your franchise quarterback for what? 4 wins?
Yeah.
Your 4th win of the year? Why don't you load up? Just
go to the draft.
rest him, go to the draft, get some pieces that you clearly need because this team has not looked the same as last year. You need a defensive piece. I still think the Kinlaw swap with
It's
Allen
not about
was
wanting
just a
to play,
total
though.
mistake.
This isn't about wanting to play. Some players want to play, yes, and some players should play because they are fully healthy. And even if you're losing, you still have to play the games. And I want them to play hard. And if it's my team, I want them to be good. He's not healthy enough.
I get players wanting to play, but that's where that's why I mean coaching malpractice. Step in and say something. Say no, you're too important to this franchise. I'm not letting that fly.
Joe Burrow's a perfect example right here. He has no business playing right now. If I were the Bengals, I would not want him out there because the health of Joe Burrow goes as the franchise goes. If he is healthy, it's good. But if he's healthy, you got to let him play. And he looked good for the first 3 until he threw those 2 picks. He looked real good. He looked exactly like the guy that you were expecting to see. Jaden Daniels hasn't looked anything like Jaden Daniels. He has not looked
not all year.
He hasn't looked healthy. He hasn't looked good. And I think that if you're the
Commanders,
he
was awful in this game.
Commanders, you got to look at that and go, what are we really helping ourselves with here? It's not.
When is the league going to learn to stop throwing flats on Andrew Van Ginkel? He's going to pick it every single time, and it's going to the house.
Yep.
Every time.
House call.
I've seen that play no less than 5 times. I was like, oh, there's deja vu again. It's Andrew Van Ginkel on a flat.
Yeah. You got a Stone Stories for us? You want anything else you want to cover? What do you want to do here? I'm good. I'm ready. We got
shout out
Toyotathon.
Toyotathon.
Jordan Love is the best thing that's ever happened.
He's the easiest bet in the NFL, dude.
Told you it was going to happen, and it did. Every single time.
Good game, though. Bears Packers feels like it's going to be fun again.
It was going to be
sick. Love that.
Welcome back to competitive.
Tyler Shuck looks real good. Bucks are completely broken. That team hasn't looked good since the Patriots beat them.
Mike Evans coming back this week has been.
Some people are wondering if we ended their season. It's probably because we already won the NFC South, if I had to guess. They know they're not playing for anything. Zach Ertz, RIP.
That leg looked horrific. It did
Yeah.
like a slingshot, and it was backwards.
I had to resist not sending that tweet I sent you.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, I was like, I've been drinking today.
Yeah,
I don't think I should
we
post
keep
this, but I
those
need to send it somewhere.
we keep those between us. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's what friends are for.
it's in the pocket. Titans Browns, what the Tank Bowl, wild game, the 2-point conversion at the end. Why are we in Wildcat?
Why?
Also, the Wildcat and then breaking the play. Like, you're supposed to toss it, and Judkins was like, nope, I'm housing this. And immediately turned around. It was like, fuck, I should have given the ball up.
Why isn't Shador Sanders on the field during a 2-point
Well,
conversion?
you see, Armchair, they said it worked in practice.
Oh, gotcha.
Why don't we leave it there?
We're talking about practice?
Why don't we leave it there? Seahawks blew the doors off the Falcons.
Sure
It was
did.
way too close for way too long, but then once they got going, they got going.
Yeah.
They're lucky they were playing the Falcons and not a competent team. Let them hang around like that. And Texans Chiefs was just a beautiful defensive slog, and it ended with a Chiefs loss, pushing them to 6-7. And boy, is that some shit we love to see.
No one
Bottle those tears.
This is what I'm going to say on the Kansas City Chiefs. It's not on Mahomes.
No,
I don't think this is on Mahomes at all. Every time I look at him,
3 picks is 3 picks.
he's
But
he
it's
yeah,
not
but
his
like
fault.
but like,
Team
did you
sucks.
see the picks? Like one of them, Kelsey's like handing it to the defender.
Kelsey laid down on the ground after. Never compare that man to Rob Gronkowski ever again.
Get out of here.
I'm
with
so
that.
sick of. He's not even close. Gronk at his worst, it was better than Travis Kelsey's looked all fucking season and half of last year at least.
Yeah. I don't put it on Mahomes. I put it on the receivers. They did get old, but I don't think it's about that. I think the receivers have not been good. The tight ends have been bad. The blocking's been bad. The defense was locked in. They were locked in, but they couldn't get it done.
Collinsworth should be banned from calling Mahomes games. It's too much.
Yeah.
I've seen Mahomes in this situation way too many times to think this game is anywhere close to being over. As Mahomes throws his third pick of the game the next play, like, can you just give it up to the defense for once? Can we just, he doesn't have to be a part of every single sentence. Like, I see them way too often on Sunday night for it to not bother me. Texans going from 0-3 to 8-5 while their QB missed 3 games is super impressive, and I also think it adds to a CJ Stroud dialogue that I think is slowly building.
Davis Mills was better at that offense than CJ Stroud.
Fact.
I don't make the rules. That's just what happened.
He had 2 or 3 really good plays on third down in this game that were at big times, so I think they're going to stick in people's minds. And a part of being a good quarterback is showing up at the good times. So,
yeah,
hard to really critique right now, but there's a lot I don't like from CJ Stroud this year. He's looked way too pedestrian for way too often this year.
Definitely.
But yeah, I got a Stone story. We can get on out of here.
Let's hit it.
This one is a bit of a long one. Michigan man has died of rabies after receiving a kidney from another man. According to a recent report from the CDC, the Michigan patient received a kidney transplant at an Ohio hospital. See? Nothing good.
It's Ohio.
It's never anything good in Ohio.
You thought it was Michigan? Wrong.
Probably
Ohio.
should have stayed there to get the transplant, buddy.
That's right.
Ohio's not where you want to be. This was in December of last year. Around 5 weeks later, he began experiencing tremors, lower extremity weakness, confusion, and urinary incontinence. He was soon hospitalized and ventilated, but died later. Post-mortem testing confirmed rabies. The CDC reported that baffling authorities. The recipient's family had said he had not had any exposure to animals. I'd call him bullshit. Doctors then reviewed records about the kidney donor, a man in Idaho, and discovered that in the donor risk assessment interview questionnaire, he said he had been scratched by a skunk recently. When asked, the family explained that a couple months before, in October, while the donor was holding a kitten in a shed on his country property, a skunk approached and got aggressive. Man fought the animal off, and in the report it says, rendered the skunk unconscious. I need more on that. Did he punch it? Did he kick it? Did he put it in a sleeper?
Off the top rope.
Yeah, you can't.
He gave him an RKO.
Out of nowhere! Watch out! Watch out! Um,
I lost
I
your
lost
spot.
my
It's my
spot.
fault.
There it is. But not before the man received a shin scratch that bled. Although he did not think he had been bitten. 5 weeks later, a family member said he became confused, had difficulty swallowing and walking, experienced hallucinations, and had a stiff neck. 2 days later, he was unresponsive for a presumed cardiac arrest. He's dead. Removed from life support a couple days later. They Several of his organs were donated, including his left kidney, which ended up in this Michigan man in Ohio. Uh, they suggest there is a likely three-step transmission chain for the rabies that was found in this guy's donated kidney. They think a bat infected a skunk, which infected the donor when they got into the scuffle. I assume it was some sort of like 12-round scrap.
Right.
And then the kidney then infected the recipient from Michigan.
Amazing.
What kind of luck is that?
Horrible luck.
That's the shit that like I have wicked bad health anxiety where I'm like, you know, I know I'm fine, but I'm like, if this happened, maybe this happened, and I know I heard somebody died from that one time. Well, it could
It's
happen to me.
it's
This
like
is the shit that I'm like, see, could happen to you. You have no idea.
what was that? What
But
was that movie
what are the odds?
that happened where the woman got like bit by the bat, or like she ate food that got bit by a bat, and like it caused like an
That wasn't a
entire
movie. That was
pandemic?
2020.
Well, it did happen. It did actually happen. But there was a movie. It might have just been called Pandemic.
Probably.
But anyway, the movie had that, and they showed at the end when they finally figured it out. They were like, "Yeah, yeah, it's Pandemic. That's what it's called." No, that's not it. Maybe it is. Anyway, they like went through everything, and they were like, they showed you that exact chain reaction where it was like a random bat bit in this fruit that was poisoned, and like it was like great, and now we're all dead. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
The CDC said it was the fourth reported transplant transmitted rabies event since 1978. Feels high. Still
Feels
feels high.
feels a bit high.
Feels like that number should be lower. I feel like this should be the first one ever.
Yeah,
They're like, oh,
yeah.
that's only the fourth time. Like, what?
That's like when they say
What
there's
did
a.
those three other people do in a past life that they deserve to go out like that?
That's like when they say it's like an acceptable amount of like excrement or you know
Yeah.
what's in. They're like, no, like that's the acceptable amount in mayo, and you're like, that number should be zero. That's,
I feel like that's far too high.
I feel like you're talking the wrong things here.
These numbers are ballooned.
Yep. Tomorrow, Thursday night, we'll get you set for your fantasy football first game of the fantasy football playoffs, unless you're in a crazy league that goes super late. I know some people that go all the way to the end, but you know they're insane. And then Sunday, we will be back with fantasy game time decisions. Had a solid DFS night. It was a good DFS night. Not a great wager day, but we had a great DFS night. In the meantime, don't forget to follow, like, share, subscribe, share it out to your friends. Let us know what you want to see on here. If there's any videos you want to see us do, I've got a Patriots history video queued up talking about the Pats dynasty, bringing us all the
That's
way to the
fun.
present. We're going to do that. I'm going to do that with a couple other teams as well. You want to see me break down some things? You can do that. You want to see Dubs talking some Stone stories? We can do that. We get you whatever you want. But we'll be
Yeah, well,
live.
I'll half ounce, half hour. I don't think I
You,
fucking won't.
you don't double dog
Gun to
dare
my
you.
head.
I dog dare you. Uh,
I'll next time I'm home alone on a fucking Saturday, I'll just start drinking at like 3 p.m. Go
just
live at
just go
9.
live.
Just gather stories. You guys get to just watch me descend
Fuck
into
it. Fuck
madness.
it. We'll do it live. Uh, for Dubs, I'm Armchair.
It's
We'll
a
see you tomorrow
one
night.
episode series. We get canceled.
I love it. We'll see you tomorrow night, Thursday night football. We'll see you again Sunday for fantasy game time decisions. Appreciate you watching. Peace.